Hey guys, so today is going to be a tutorial. I was going to do a haul with some of the Black Friday stuff I got, but I thought it'd be funner if we just put it into a tutorial. So continue to watch the video if you want to see how I go from this to Glam. I'm going to be using the ABH Anastasia Beverly Hills, but I'm just going to say ABH because that's just way too long, dip brow. Now this is the one in medium brown. Now I've used the dip brow before, but I think I got chocolate and it was like very ashy on my eyebrows. I guess this will work with my brows. I don't know, we'll see. So I'm gonna take an angled brush and dip this in here and figure this out. Ooh. Well, see, it's like I usually use like powder. Okay, so that's it's a little manly looking, but we're gonna take concealer and clean it up. So we'll just leave that alone for now. But I definitely think I might have used too much product. So we can talk about J. Cole's album that's coming out soon. I think his album comes out December 9th, and I'm already excited. I don't know if you guys saw the documentary he put on Tidal, but he made it so everyone could see it. And not like you don't have to be subscribed to Tidal to see it, but it was so good. I just think he's so amazing, like his thought process and how he goes about things, and how he's not into like social media, and you know, like very okay, they look good, very like randomly do we find out about his personal life. So I kind of like that he just kind of sticks to the music. I'm going to use this NYX concealer palette and then this angled brush. Basically I use this to clean up my brows and also put on my lid so that way we can prep for eyeshadow. I use powder, like the Jordana powder, like you guys seen in my videos, and see, that looks good. Okay. And you know, sometimes it can like put holes in your brow, like you've missed a spot, you know what I mean, because it's powder. So when I go to take my pictures or do videos, you can see you got spaces in your brows, you know what I mean? So I feel like this dip brow is probably like better for that, and I'll just switch to powder like for day to day, but use this for like filming and taking my Instagram pics, because nobody wants holes in their brows. Ooh, let me get a spoolie. I don't want box brows. But do you guys like my hair? I've been trying to go blonde for, not all the way blonde, but like do blonde tips for like a long time. And I was just scared because, you know, you have to bleach your hair. And I'm just like, you know, it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. So the opportunity came for me to get this hair. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care what color. You know, it's 2016, almost 2017. Like, let's put some pink and stuff in my hair. Oh my god, guys, so Empire literally has 2 episodes left. Like, what am I supposed to do with my life? Like, ABH Shadow Couture Palette, which is, oh, it's my favorite palette in the world. Now, you cannot get this, it was limited edition, but all of these shadows are available as singles on their websites. And then I'm also going to use the BH foiled eyeshadow palette. Now, because our lids are pretty like tacky still because of the concealer, I'm just gonna take soft peach, which is like a fleshy toned color, and like a fluffy brush, and just place that over our lid just to set it. And this just allows for our eyeshadows to blend better. And I am going to be doing a video on like makeup brushes, so like what brush to use for your eye, what brush to use for eyeshadow, what brush to use for your face and your contour, all that kind of stuff, because it can be overwhelming. Like, yeah, you have the products, but it's like, what brush do you use? Morocco, which is this orange shade, and we're taking it on like a smaller brush like this, just packing on that product, and then we're going to place this in our crease. And Morocco is my favorite color, like probably my favorite eyeshadow ever. We're blending. Okay, so we're going to take Fudge, which is a deeper brown, with that same brush, and we're going to focus that on the outer V. Just keeping it in the outer V. You don't want to take it way up here because that defeats the purpose of what we just did with the Morocco shade. So just placing in the outer V and then just blending across and just blending in that particular area. It's an e.l.f. lid brush and it's like the best thing in the entire world and it's only $1. So we are probably going to go in with, I think we're, okay. So looking at this palette, I think we're gonna go in with these two shades right here. So this bronze shade and then this one. Put this one first and then this one in like the inner tear duct. So, and I think I want to do a brown lip. I don't know. So we're taking that first that top shade, the bronzy shade, and putting that, oh yeah. Do y'all saw that? $12, BH Cosmetics. Don't sleep on them. I'm telling y'all, get it. Like these shadows in this palette are comparable to ABH shadows, MAC shadows, Juvia's Place. I mean, look at that. It's just pigment. Like, I'm all for a good deal. For all my college students, are we excited that the semester is almost over? I'm so excited, man. I feel like this is the longest semester of my life. I just feel like, even though it was probably 4 months, I feel like I've been in school for 6 years, and it was just one semester. So yeah, I am, for those of you guys that don't know, I am a junior, and I am getting my business administration degree, and I got like 1.5 years, and I'm ready to graduate already. Alright, so I wanted to zoom you guys in, that way you could see better. Alright, so we're just going to take a little bit more fudge, that dark brown shade, and just go back in right here. So we are just putting that right here in the crease, and we're actually going to take that noir shade, the black one, on the same brush, and just tap it right here. Just to deepen that up. We're going to go in with that mustard yellow that was down here. This one right here. I'm just going to pack that in the inner lid. And again, like I said in my past tutorial, I always take my eyelid shade pretty far up because I don't have a lot of lid space. So do you see the difference in my eyes, how this one is a little just open more and then this one's kind of closed off? It's just a trick with the eyeshadow. So if you have not a lot of lid space like me, you can create your own crease basically by taking your lid shade, eyeshadow shade, all the way up here, and that way your crease color will start right here. So then it just gives the illusion that you have bigger eyes, because really my lid space is probably like right where this flap is. Like a flat pencil brush, and we're just going to take fudge, that dark brown, and go into our crease. So up here, just to deepen it up and add some dimension. I don't want to take the black in there because it's going to be too harsh, but we can take the brown and just take it in there. Just like that. Now we just blend until we can't blend anymore. And we're going to go ahead and apply lashes. I am going to do a tutorial on how to do winged liner and lashes. So these are the Milante Beauty lashes, and they are in the style Flirty. So I'm using the Duo brush on because this is my favorite lash glue in the entire world. And I'm just placing it all over the lash band. So we got one lash on, and with lashes, you guys just have to bear with me because my eyes start watering. Like, it's the hardest thing. Like, I can put lashes on my clients all day, but on myself, girl, I'll be struggling. So I have the lash glue on. We've waited about 30 seconds to apply them. And the key to putting your lashes on is to look down into a mirror. You want to place it right in like the center of your lid. And then push down. So our lashes are on. The Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. This foundation is bomb, but it's definitely heavy duty. So it ain't no everyday foundation, in my opinion. It's definitely like, all right, I'm gonna be taking photographs, or I'm about to be, you know, just doing something extravagant. It ain't no like I'm finna go pick up my kid from the school type of foundation. Okay? So I do use a heavy moisturizer before I put it on the Urban Decay foundation, but it is so matte, so that is why I go in with the heavy duty moisturizer for me. But I can't stop using it. I love it so much. So I am in the shade 8, the Wet n Wild foundation brush, and just a flat top, and I'm pretty sure it's about $3. So I'm just going to go in and we are going to stipple this on my face. So it is, the shade 8 is a little light, but you know, that's what your makeup artistry comes into play. And to make it work, girl. The Ofra Cosmetics skin sculpting one. This is the one in Sunrise, and we're going to use this to highlight. So in order to highlight, you want to place this under your eyes. Now this stuff is popping. Like, the only thing I don't like about it is the applicator, because I feel like it takes you 4 hours to get the product out. But other than that, it's really good. And we were taking, sorry it's dirty again, we were taking this e.l.f. concealer brush. So this is like a big fluffy eyeshadow looking brush, but it's for concealer and it's amazing. $3, I'm telling y'all, get e.l.f., it's awesome. So we are just blending this down. And what we're doing is we're taking this brush and we're swiping upward, so that way we can get this clean line with our eyeshadow. So I know a lot of people, they'll put their eyeshadow on, then they'll take a makeup wipe and just swipe under there to get the fallout. Unless I have like a black eyeshadow or glitter or something like that, I usually just use my concealer to clean up the edges. We're doing it over the bridge of our nose. Forehead, I have a big forehead, so we're just going to keep it in the center, girl, because no one's trying to draw attention to that. We're going to do the chin, and then we're going to do the mouth. Now, some people don't put concealer around their mouth. I do, because I have discoloration around my mouth. So I could go in and color correct, but I just don't have time for all that every day. So I just use full coverage foundation and concealers to make sure that we're not dark around the mouth. So we are going to use the ABH Cream Contour Kit. I've never used this before on myself. So to contour, I was going to use one of these to, like this one right here, to highlight, but feeling it, I have dry under eyes, I don't want no creasing and stuff like that, so we're just going to skip that part. But we are going to use it to cream contour. So we're going to take another e.l.f. brush, and I guess we'll go in with this middle one because we don't want it to be too dark. So I'm going to go in here, just tap a little bit. I've never used this before, so I'm kind of excited. And I've been really into, oh, okay, I've been really into cream contouring because I just, it just looks so good. So you can kind of see the difference. I know my bang's in the way, but you can kind of see the difference. You can see the difference between this side and then that side. This side we contoured, this side we didn't. But it's pretty though. The shades are good. They're not like too warm. And at this point I'm mixing these two right here. I was just going to go with this one, but it's a little too gray for me. But this one's a little warm, so I'm going to mix these. If you have a double chin, girl, make sure you contour your chin, because if not, you're going to have a double chin. Ooh, okay, so I like this cream contour kit, y'all. It looks good. So I was a little skeptical because it is a little drying, but I think I'm going to put some oil, like facial oil in it to loosen it up a bit, but it looks good. Or Mercier setting powder. Now, this thing right here, I'm pretty sure it's $47. I know, I'm ridiculous. For a setting powder, for it to be $47, it's absolutely ridiculous, but I have a shopping problem, so I was like, I gotta get it. Everybody's raving about it. I gotta get it. And I'm here to say, it's the best setting powder in the entire world. Setting brush, and this is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Go right under here and just pack that into the skin. Now, sometimes I bake, sometimes I don't, but I find that this method is just like baking as well. I just take a lot of powder and I pack it into the skin. So that way we're setting it. I'm gonna do the same with the other side. But yeah, guys, this setting powder is amazing. It is $47. I know that's steep for a setting powder, but it's worth it. But some recommendations. Maybelline just came out with one that's really good. And we're going to set the rest of our highlighted areas. Maybelline just came out with one that's really good. The Master Concealer in a black tube. That one's good, but I would just use less because I have used it before and I have gotten a little flashback in it. Maybe got time for flashback. Like the Sasha Buttercup has a good one, the yellow toned one. Banana powder from Ben Nye is good, but you just have to be careful. With all setting powders, I feel like you just have to be careful. Like with the Laura Mercier one, I find that the way that I apply it, it doesn't do flashback. But I feel like if you just put this all over your face and you walk out the door, you're going to have flashback. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like with all setting powders, you have to set it and you need to put powder over it. You need to contour and then you won't have flashback. But you just can't be going around getting white powder, setting your face and then walking out the door thinking you're not going to have flashback. It don't work like that, boo. Usually what happens is I'm just taking this powder and I'm swiping it all over my face because I need to set the rest of my face. So we put a lot of powder under our eyes just to set. But then now we're just making sure we're taking it and putting it all over our face. We're going to use this LA Girl pressed powder. This is the shade Cocoa. Some people be trying to come for me and say that my contour be too dark. But no, it's not. That's just kind of how I like my contours. You can go 2 to 3 shades darker to contour. Personally, for me, I go about 3 shades just because I like my face to be cut. So the darker the contour shade, the more defined your face is going to be. Now contour, probably, besides eyeshadow, contouring is probably my favorite part of the face of doing my makeup because I just think it looks so good. And because I have a pretty fat face, so whenever I contour, it takes it to the next level and I just feel snatched and like I just got done getting Botox or something like that. We're going to go back in with this fluffy brush that we used in the beginning to do our eyeshadow. And we're going to take that same LA Girl pressed powder and contour our nose. So the key to contouring your nose is you need to look at your nose shape. So what you want to do is look at your nose and you want to start pretty much right below your eyebrow and go down. That is where your nose needs to be contoured. Right between the nostrils. And we're just blending. Now can you see the difference in that? This side is contoured, this side isn't. You see that? Girl, I've been sleeping. Before, I would never contour my nose. I would do like the concealer trick where I would take it all the way here. But then I would just leave it alone. I wouldn't contour my nose. Then I'm like, but then I realized my nose is massive. Like, I can't just be out here not contouring my nose. Like, I tried it. So, this is all you do. And now we have a snatch nose. Now, this is very drag queen nose, but we're going to blend this out. So, we're going back in with this powder brush that we used to set. And we're just going to go over it and blend. So now I don't always put eyeliner on, it just depends, but I always put shadow under my eyes just because I feel like it brings the look back. So we're going to go in with this smaller brush right here, and we're going to go in with Fudge, this dark brown, and take it under the eyes. I feel like when you put eyeliner under your eyes, you just get like that like Naomi Campbell look. Like you see the squinting eyes, the Tyra Banks look. You know, you just feel sexy. So we're gonna go back in with this pretty big brush, and we're just gonna go back in with Morocco, that orange shade that we used in the beginning, and just lightly, see, I'm already getting crazy. Ooh. Very lightly go under our eye. Go back in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, and we're just gonna place this on our bottom lashes. It is the Jordana Cinnamon Spice Blush. I am using the Wet n Wild blush brush. I'm smiling. Smile when I put my blush on because I want to get my cheeks. And like I said earlier, I have a pretty fat face, so I find that when I don't smile, I can't find my cheeks. So we are going to use the infamous So Hollywood by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Look how pretty it is. Like the pattern. So pretty. With the brush for highlighting, you want to do something that's like giving and fluffy. So I'm going to use this brush, but on my clients, I always use the e.l.f. setting brush. Something that's just kind of like smaller, but able to get right there on the cheekbones. Wow. Look at that. Now I go a little crazy with highlighter just because I have dry skin and I love it, and then today I'm wearing a matte foundation, so we might go a little overboard. Top of our lip. I'm gonna do a little bit on the chin, and personally a little bit on my forehead. Put it in their inner corners of our eye. And then my brow bone. I'm gonna use the ABH Gloss Summer Set. It's new as well, and I'm gonna use these two glosses together, and this one is Tango and Saint Tropez. Look how pretty that is. ABH always come through with the glosses, man. So pigmented. Enter. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow. Ooh, girl, this look came out good. Lace sprays by Gerard Cosmetics. This is in the scent Jasmine. Now, if you have a sensitive nose, I would not use these. They're very, very strong, but I've been using this one for a long time now, so I feel like I'm immune to the smell. But when I first got it, I was like it's strong. The peach one is a nice smell, but the rest of them are very, very strong scent. And the reason we spray our face is just so we put a lot of makeup on, we're just gonna make everything stick. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really liked how the look turned out, and I will see you guys in my next video.